that goes into allowing these transformations to take place. It's just beautiful.
A little bit of a left turn, but you are so inspirational for women in terms of helping to redefine beauty standards and aging. And you're clearly like the most stunning woman in this whole ballroom. Like, what is your definition of beauty, and how do you hope it is defined in 10 years? Thank you, Abby.
I'm gonna get back to you.
Hi, Jane. Rachel with Office 11. I'd love to hear about a really fulfilling and inspiring moment that you had here at Homeboy.
Well, they have, every year we do like a 3-day spiritual retreat where both members of the board, but also some of the homies and homegirls open up about their experiences. And I guess that is what has moved me the most, but also always what Father Greg Boyle says. His words, his books are really profound, I think, and allow us all to open our hearts to worlds that, I've been arrested a bunch of times, but when you're a white privileged woman and famous on top of that, you don't experience it the same way. I mean, being in jail is different than being in prison, especially if you're a person of color. I haven't never been through that, so it's a privilege to hear the stories of the people who have suffered so much from neglect and trauma and violence, and whose lives are being totally turned around. It's inspiring and very moving. I'm blown away by it and admire it. And so I want to do anything I can to help Homeboy.
And what would you say is a main issue that's facing our justice system today in the United States? What would you like to see changed?
I would like to see a lot fewer people having to go to prison, because it has our prison system is not rehabilitation. People are harmed in prison, psychologically, physically. And,
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
I think that what Homeboy Industries offers is better, and I'd like to see a shift towards that rather than just locking people up. And of course, our prison system, especially private prisons, they're becoming, it's like a plantation. People are, they make the clothes that we wear, they make the things that we use. My friends are starting to arrive. It needs to have a major overhaul, and it's why I admire Kim. She's really working on criminal justice reform, and I take my hat off to her. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hi, Jane.
Hi.
Jane, one thing, you're aging backwards. You look amazing.
Well, thank you.
Serious. It's great how you're doing it. I love everything you just said earlier about industry and to keep everybody in jail, and the prison system's so weird. How do we make it more like Norway, where they really rehabilitate everybody, not just keep them in jail?
Well, that's what we're working on. I think that one of the things that I like so much about Homeboy Industries is that it's a template for what can replace prisons, really transforming lives. I was just a guy from Homeboy that's been assigned to me was walking me through anyway, I won't bore you with that, but just very quickly as we were walking, he told me his story. And somebody who has no reason to live, who's never been taught anything about life, he's floundering, and then he finds Homeboy, and suddenly he has meaning in his life. And that changes everything. We all want meaning, don't we? We all want to know why we're here. And when that happens and you understand why you're here and what you can do to help others, everything changes.
I love how you're a big fan of this. I love everything. Just one last thing. How do we keep doing less plastics? How do we do less plastics as people?
We phase out of fossil fuels.
Thank you. I love talking to Jane Fonda.